With the Coochie community online, I started that in September last year, and a few things have come up in the last couple of weeks. And I think progress might be placed to look at doing some of the old, what do they call it, the hairy chestnut parking. It was something that Lance said in November last year here at a meeting for progress. Redland City were having, and I won't get the title wrong, they were looking at how they use their spaces and places across Redland Bay for people who are moving around, living their lives in general. Yet they've got a report out now looking at particular areas, and one of them is Cleveland Central, how they use that space, and the other one is the Victoria Point Reserve. The thing that concerns me is that they're looking at more short-term parking, they're looking at encouraging people to use bikes, public transport and more walking, and nowhere in any of the documentation that I could find mentions that there is any consideration given to residents on Coochiemudlians who may have a need to have a car parked over at Victoria Point. And I think that there is potentially opportunities to be involved in consultation. My concern is it's all going to be done and we're just going to go, what the hell happened? I've been in touch with Lance and he put me in touch with this guy, and he said, yeah, as editor of Coochie Community Online, you're on the stakeholder list. And then I emailed back and I said, how can residents get on the stakeholder list? Because I think we all need to hearing out to get some pressure around this or have their voices heard. They said at that point, it was only in the last couple of weeks, there's no stakeholder list. They haven't decided on the engagement and consultation process for the review of what's going to happen with the spaces over at the Victoria Point Reserve. So I'm putting everyone on notice and thinking that we really do need to take some personal responsibility to make sure that we know that this stuff's coming up. And if we make whatever they decide, if we don't have a say in it, then we don't have a say in it. If we know about it beforehand, we can do something